Hello, good day. How are you today? You're good, right? Okay. Are you ready for today's lesson? You are? That is good. Today in mathematics, we're going to be looking at matrices and determinants, okay? Our topic for today in mathematics is on matrices and determinants. So are we ready for the lesson? We are with our books and our pencils or pen to get into today's lesson, right? Okay, that is good. So what do we mean by matrices? It's a rectangular array of numbers, symbols, or expressions arranged in rows and columns, okay? The size of a matrix is given by the number of rows and columns it has. We have the 2 rows and 2 columns, which is the 2 by 2 matrix. We have the 2 rows and 3 columns, which is 3 by 3 matrix. So now I'm going to explain further using the types of matrix, okay? So today types of matrix we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at the row matrix, column matrix, and square matrix. Okay, the row matrix has only one row. This is called the row. Okay, this is called the row. And one type of the matrix is the row matrix. A matrix with only one row, which is this. Then another type of matrix we have the column matrix. Has only one column. One column, okay? So a matrix with only one column, which is this. Then the square matrix has the same number of rows and column. Now we know this is a row and this is a column. So we have an idea of what it is, right? A matrix with an equal number of rows and column, which is square matrix. Okay, so this is the row, which is 1, 2, and the column is 1, 2. So the row is 2 and the column is 2. This is a square matrix, okay? Do you understand? So this is called the 2 by 2 matrix. 2 rows and 2 columns. Okay, here is 3 by 3 matrix. 3 rows and 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. How many columns? 1, 2, 3. Do you understand now? So this is called the row and this is called the column. Okay, so we have the row matrix, a matrix with only one row. We have the column matrix, a matrix with only one column, and we have the square matrix, a matrix with an even number of rows and columns. Okay, do you understand? So this is a 2 by 2 matrix and this is called the 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, we also have different types of matrix. Okay, we have the 2 rows and 3 columns, which is the 2 by 3 matrix. Okay, do you understand? So we'll now understand what a matrix is, right? With our definition we explained earlier. So this is a matrix. The numbers inside here are called the elements, okay? So remember the definition of the matrix. A matrix is a rectangular array of numbers, symbols, or expressions arranged in rows and columns, right? The size of the matrix is given by the number of rows and columns it has. This is a 2 by 2 matrix. This is a 3 by 3 matrix. We also have 2 by 3 matrix, okay? Good. So now we're going to be looking at the transpose of a matrix. What do we mean by transpose of a matrix? The transpose of a matrix is obtained by swapping its rows and columns. Okay? It's swapping, okay? You swap the rows with the columns. Do you understand that? Let's say this is matrix A, which is a 3 by 2 matrix, 3 rows and 2 columns. So 3 by 2 matrix. If we want to transpose this matrix A, is denoted by AT, okay, A square T. This is how it is written, okay. So we swap the rows with the column, okay, which is 1 2 3 and 4 5 6. This is how it appears, okay. So when transposing this, it will appear as this, okay. The rows change to the columns, okay. 1 2 3, then next 4 5 6. Do you understand? This is how we transpose a matrix, okay. You swap the rows with the columns. Let's transpose this. It's the same way. Swap the rows with the columns. So you have 4 2 6 0 0 1. So this is transposed by to this, sorry. This is transposed to this, okay? It's easy. Do you understand that? Okay, good. So now let's look at some basic operation in matrix. We have matrix A here and matrix B. We have to add them together. So how do we add this together? You take from matrix A plus the next in matrix B, that is the first row and the first column. This is the first row and also the first column. The first row plus the first row in the B matrix, okay. So A plus B, that is 1 plus 2, okay. Then the second number in the second row plus the second row of B, okay. 2 plus 1, okay. You write it out. That's how we do it. Then from the second column, you take the first number there and add it to B, the second column, okay. So 0 plus 0, then the next number 5 plus 2. So when you're done doing that, you add them together. 1 plus 2 is going to give you 3. 2 plus 3 is going to give you 3. 0 plus 0 is going to give you 0. 5 plus 2 is going to give you 7. So matrix A and matrix B, if you add them together, is going to give you this, okay? Matrix A plus matrix B is going to give you this. Add this together is going to give you this. So this is similar to subtraction, okay? When doing subtraction, you also do it this way. Do you understand? If you were to subtract matrix A from matrix B, the same way we did addition, you do it like that. 1 minus 2 here, 2 minus 3, like that. 0 minus 0, 5 minus 2. That's how you do it, okay? Do you understand? So now in multiplication, this sign also represents multiplication. So we use the letter E here. So E matrix and F matrix, how do we multiply? To multiply these two matrices, we use E to multiply F, okay? You use the first row in E to multiply the first column in F. Then after that, you use the first row still to multiply the second row, okay? Then when you're multiplying that way, you come over to the second row and use it to multiply the first column, okay? Then you use the second row again to multiply the second column, like that, okay? So let's use first in E the first row to multiply the first column in F, okay? 2 times 1, you write it out. 3 times 2, you write it out. Now we are done using the first row to multiply the first column. We are going to use the first row to multiply the second column, okay? 2 times 0, you write it out, and 3 times 1, you write it out, okay? We are done doing that. We go over to the second row in E to multiply the first column in F, okay? 4 times 1, you write it out. 5 times 2, you write it out, okay? We are done multiplying the first column to the next column. 4 times 0, you write it out, and 5 times 1, you write it out. So you multiply them. 2 times 1 is going to give you 2, plus 3 times 2 is going to give you 6. So 2 plus 6 is going to give you 8. You write out 8. Okay? Then the next one, 2 times 0 is 0, plus 3 times 1 is 3. So 0 plus 3 is going to give you 3. Move over to the next. 4 times 1 is going to give you 4. 5 times 2 is going to give you 10. So 4 plus 2 is going to give you 4 plus 10 is going to give you 14. You write it out, okay? Then the next, 4 times 0 is 0. 5 times 1 is 5. 0 plus 5 is 5. So write it out. So E times F is going to give you this, okay? So when you multiply E matrix times F matrix, is going to give you this. Do you understand? I hope you're not confused. Matrix does no division, so we can do division, okay? So now we are going to be looking at determinant, okay? The determinant is a scalar value derived from a square matrix, okay? And is denoted by this. Do you understand? So let's consider a 2 by 2 matrix, and this is A, okay? So we have that A here. So in this matrix we have 2, 1, 3, 0. Now what do? We multiply the first diagonal and subtract it from the multiplication of the second diagonal, okay? So we have 2 times 0 minus 1 times 3. That is what we mean, okay? We multiply the first diagonal and subtract it from the multiplication of the second diagonal, okay? So 2 times 0 minus 1 times 3, okay? Which we have here. 2 times 0 is 0. 1 times 3 is 3. So we have 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3 is going to give us minus 3. Okay, so this is the answer. Do you understand? Let's consider this again. Here we have 2, 1, 3, 4. What do? We multiply the first diagonal and subtract it from the multiplication of the second diagonal, which is 2 times 4 minus 3 times 1. Okay? Do you understand? So the B is equals to 3 times 4 minus 3 times 1. 3 times 4 is going to give us 8, minus 3 times 1 is going to give us 3. So we have 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is going to give us 5, okay? So this is how it's done. Do you understand? So today's lesson on matrices and determinants, we understood everything we looked at, right? We looked at types of matrix, transpose of a matrix, basic operation on them, and then we looked at determinants. So we understood everything we talked about on today's lesson, right? So I'm sure we're going to be able to do our assignment. Okay, that is good.